What's going on, everybody? Respawn Gentleman here. Welcome back to another episode of the No Man's Sky Beginner's Guide. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to locate different types of buried treasure so you can sell them and make tons of money. So one of the types of buried treasure you can find is salvageable scrap, which you can see it is actually at this planet here. Now, this is something that you can't really search for any other way than just scanning planets. And so you might have to jump to multiple different star systems to find a planet that has one, but I'm going to show you what to do once you get to the planet and how to find the salvageable scrap. Once you get on the planet, it doesn't matter where you land, just hop out of your ship and open up your visor, and you can see this is what you're looking for, is these salvage containers. It'll be a yellow icon that has like the Wi-Fi symbol on it, basically. So there's one there. I have another one over here that's a little bit further away, and then I have one right here that's not super far away either. Let's head over there so I can show you what to do. One helpful thing is to go ahead and mark it, which using the Xbox controller, you're just going to hold down the X button while you have it highlighted in your visor, and it'll have it on the screen so you can just kind of always see where it is, and you don't have to worry about popping your visor every single time. The first thing you'll need to do is make sure you switch to your terrain manipulator, otherwise you can't access it. This one is a bit of an outlier. Most of the time, they're not sticking out of the ground, but then again, this game is glitchy, so you want to clear the area around it, because that is what you're looking for. This middle part is actually where the item is. You have to break all the things around it in order to gain access, so you need to clear enough ground to where you can see everything around it. Now, one thing I will note before even doing this, as soon as you start breaking this, you will be attacked by sentinels. For the most part, you don't have to worry about them. Even on permadeath mode, they barely do any damage to you. You can get away from them quickly. But that's something you do need to keep in mind, is you need to do this quickly, so that way you can access devices. And we just break this here, and there we go. So I got a sparking storage unit. So purple is good. The gold rarity is the best ones you can get, but the purples are amazing as well. I will say one thing about these: the more protective casings that they have, the better rarity of item you will get. So this one had 4 protective casings on it, and it gives me a gold rarity. So if it's got 4, then you're getting a gold. If it has 3, you're getting a purple. If it has 2, you're getting a blue. All of which are really good, but you really want to go for those ones that have 4. So for the next type of buried treasure you can find are ancient bones. Now, just like salvageable scrap, you'll need to scan planets until you find one like this one that has ancient bones. You can get them from Nexus missions as well. Let's go ahead and head to the planet. I'll show you what you're looking for. So just like before, as soon as you get on the planet, open up your visor, and you're looking for the same exact symbol. It's going to be the yellow Wi-Fi symbol looking thing, and it's going to be called a natural burial site. I have a few of them here. I've got one there. There's another one that is there. I have one over there, and I think I have another one somewhere as well. Yeah, I have one back there. So they're kind of all over the place when you get onto a planet, but let me head to one and show you what you need to do. So once you reach one, you'll notice what I'm seeing here is, even though the icon when you were looking at through the visor showed 1, there's actually about 4, actually no, there's about 5 bones here. You're going to use your terrain manipulator and go ahead and break all of the ground so you can get a look at all the bones. All right, now that you've uncovered them all, you can kind of see that they look different. Like this one's kind of small. This one over here is really big. There's more small ones. So the size of the bone actually determines what rarity it is. So this one's good. These small ones are the blue rarities. You can see right there. These gigantic ones that are like a full skull, this is actually going to be your gold rarity. You can see there. It's absolutely fantastic. Those are great. If you find one that looks like it's just a jaw, so it's bigger than these small ones, but it's not a complete skull, then that will be the purple rarity ones. So you can see there's several of them in one spot. You can make lots of money off of them very, very easily. Now, for the third type of buried treasure, you're going to need to look for ancient ruins. So in order to do that, first thing you'll need to do is go to the space station and head over to the cartographer, which is on the side with the teleporter, and you want to get a specific chart from him. So in the menu, make sure you choose the second option, which is exchange specific charts. And when you have that pulled up, you'll see all of these here. They're all for various different things. I actually do talk about this one in my previous video on the selling starships guide. So if you were curious about that, you can go check that out. I have it linked in the description below. But what we're looking for is these alien planetary charts. These are the ones we're looking for to get the ancient ruins. So I'm going to get about 10 of these so we can try to find where we need to go. Now, I like doing this while I'm in my starship, but you don't have to be. But basically, all you need to do is you need to go to your inventory and plot a route. Right, so when you're using the route, you need to look for one that says alien artifact. That will take you to something similar to this, which is an ancient plaque. And that's kind of what you're looking for. I had one earlier that was going to take me to a monolith. However, monoliths don't give you directions to ancient ruins, so those do not help. So if you get that option, keep scanning until you get an ancient artifact. Now, once you're at the plaque or whatever it ends up taking you to, go ahead and activate it. And then what you want to do, as soon as you get to the menu and you choose options, you want to choose the second option right behind me, which is seek knowledge of the past. So you can see what that does is it actually gives you historical data. So all you need to do now is fly over to where that is, and then I will show you what to do when you get there. So unlike the previous two methods of finding buried treasure, this one's a bit different. You can actually see this by flying around the planet. If you come across these ancient ruins that are buried like this is going to have the buried treasure. So what you want to do is open your analysis visor, and you're looking for these ancient artifact fragments. That's the important thing. You need to find 3 of these. Just open up your terrain manipulator and go down and collect them. It's going to be in containers just like this, and you only want 3. Don't collect more than 3. It's not going to be helpful. Right, so once you've found all 3, you'll have 3 keys in your inventory just like this. You can hold more, but you don't need more than 3 because that's all it takes to unlock the chest. So once you've done that, you want to look for the chest icon, which is the large artifact crate. And then you want to use your terrain manipulator to go to it as well. This is what it looks like. All you need to do is activate it, and then you'll use the ancient locks and unlock them. Now, the one thing I will say that's different about this is, yes, I did get a legendary item or gold item, however you want to call it, which is absolutely fantastic. But unlike the other two, there's no way of knowing what the rarity is going to come out of these. You'll either get gold, sometimes you'll get purple, sometimes you'll get blue. You don't really know until you open the chest. So this one's a bit more of a gamble, but it's a lot easier to find and get than the salvageable scrap and the ancient bones. Let's head over to the space station so you can see how much money you can actually make by doing all of this. So once you're at the space station, you want to head back over to this side and go to the galactic terminal. There is one on the other side inside of a different room, but this one's just easier to get to. Once you've opened it up, you want to go to the sell option, and you want to go to the items that you did. So you can see at the top I have 1,258,890 units at the moment. Let's see what we can get after selling all of them. So the artifact we just got is worth almost 2 million units. So let's sell that. The skeleton rarity, the gold one that we found, that's worth 1.3, almost 1.4 million. So let's do that. Blue ones, like I said, this one's only worth 111,000, so they're not as much, you can get from them, but you can still sell them for quite a bit. So here's that purple rarity of the salvage scrap. You get 800,000 for this one. Here's the blue salvage scrap that I was able to collect. It's 183,000. This gold rarity is, you can see it right above my head, is 2.3 million. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and sell the rest of these blue ones. I don't think I have anything else. I still have the ancient keys. That's just because I'm playing this on creative, but this works in any mode. Doesn't matter. These are all really easy to find. You can see I went from like 1 million, like 1.2 million units to 8.4, almost 8.5 million units just by finding a couple of planets. That's all I did. So you can make obscene amounts of money by doing this, and it really helps early on, especially if you can find those planets that have the salvageable scrap and the ancient bones. They're super helpful. Trust me, you will make tons of money with this. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of the No Man's Sky Beginner's Guide. I will have more of them releasing soon. Make sure you click that like button if you enjoyed this video, and also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Thanks for watching.